Hello, everyone. Everyone here at the Madonnina Center Auditorium and everyone that is seeing this online. Welcome to the second lecture of our lecture series, spring lecture series of the School of Architecture. We're gonna have Boonserm Premthada today. It's an amazing lecture. I'm extremely excited to hear him talk. I'm gonna have, however, Connor Smith and Rachel Glanton introduce him. First of all, I would like to also thank the Richard O'Kane family, thanks to whom we are able to bring such amazing speakers to Clemson. And well, I leave you with Connor Smith and Rachel Glanton.
Hi, so thank you so much for coming out today. We're really excited to have Boonserm with us, and just a few housekeeping things to start off with. So we do have one AAIA credit, and that paper is in the back, so if you could just sign that with your member number, we'll be able to get those credits to you. Like David Franco said, we are the inaugural editors for the new student-ran publication, Enter, and we're really excited with our theme of the third place. And with that, I'll let Connor introduce our speaker.
So thank you again for coming today. I want to thank Boonserm and his wife Paula for traveling to South Carolina. We really appreciate you being here. So Boonserm is a Thai architect based in Bangkok. He is an artist as well and has been shortlisted for numerous awards, including the Aga Khan Award, and his work has been exhibited all over the world. Most recently, Boonserm was a visiting professor at Columbia GSAPP, and that's why we're so lucky to have him here today with us in the US. Today, you'll see a variety of work, and we are very excited to have him as part of this third place lecture series, exploring the meaning of material and place and communality in architecture. So without further ado, I would like to welcome Boonserm.
Thank you so much to the Clemson University to having me to give and some to share the experience and about my work. And for in this lecture this is the lecture we're talking about the non-human centered architecture. It's like I started the question with myself and who am I? This is the question that it's related about my life. Then I can hear the sound. The one side and I can hear is only 30%, and another side I cannot hear anything. I cannot hear anything. So it's my first project is finished in the first building in 2011. This is the film school that is situated in suburban of the Thailand. I started with the question: what kind of the architecture it could teach the humanity to its user? This is the idea is is normally I want to the student who study in this film school and to know it's about how to use it as sensation. It's like a common sensation, like the sense and the seeing, in the hearing, the smelling, or the temperature, or the spirit. This is the sense of the human that is normally we use the only like the seeing, but we don't use the other feeling. artisan. It's to me, when I lost it 1 cent, it means like it and we open to the artisan. It's like it's the building, we make it a building, it's like the undulating. It's related about the temperature. In Thailand, it's very, very hot climate. So it makes it like the undulating building. It's like we make it the shadow on the wall. It makes it the wall, it's cooling. When it's under rainy season, the wall it change the color from the orange it become to the green because of the the moss is setting on the wall. The place is for a silent place. The student it can walk, it like to make it a meditation, not about the religious. It's about the human behavior. And we share it like it's under the courtyard. With the courtyard, it's under green space. It's for like it's under the nature, the greenery, and the light. In fact, I design the wind, the dimness, the silence, and the shadow. This is the sense of the human. I would like to the student to should learn. This is how to be a human by awareness about the sense. When you have it the sense and the feeling, it means like you're still alive. This is the lifestyle of the professor and the student that is learned from the indoor and the outdoor also. And we make it like with the material. We have two material, the steel and the brick. The brick is very, very old-fashioned in Thailand. At that time that we don't use the brick because it's the brick is it's like we use it only for repair the ancient monument. So it's I think I would like to bring it the brick to become to like the contemporary architecture again. At that time, it's the big factory. They have no job. So it's I think it's how to use the brick, not only at build and architecture, but how to find the job, find the opportunity to the community, and exchange the brick for them. And this is the place that we use it the brick that in Thailand architecture we use the brick is for Madonnina is like 700 years ago, and right now it become to a new big building. For this project that I have learned that is under silence can tell everything. Another project is we work with the women. We call like the women restaurant. It's an artisan. It's situated in like it's a very small village. The question is how can the architecture connect and life and local story? How can the local food change a city? In this village, we have something that we forget. It like is we forget it like the shape. It like the triangle shape. That is architect. We don't use it. And the life of the old lady and the food is a traditional food that is almost disappear. The project is situated in the small village along the main river of the Thailand. This village is like it's forgotten village. The people don't know about this village. The village is comprised with the old lady. Every morning it and the old lady, they will offer the food to the monk and the temple, and then exchange the food to each other. The food and the old lady, it become to and the new restaurant with for serve for and the visitor. This is and now the old lady is and we have to act about and allow it and 55 to and 94, and they make it like it and the food it's like and mother cooker. They are not a chef. In Thailand, when we give the name of the place, we always give the name by bring the name from the important person. But in this project, we want to bring it like it's under the common people. When they bring the name of the common people, it becomes to the name of and the building. It's like it and the name of the building for the 5 building. People and walk in this place. It's like it and the place that we try to discover the something that is hidden to inside. This is and we bring it like it's and the architecture that combine it between like it's a glass box. This is an industrial material, and mixed with a natural material like the wood. The glass box and the wood it combined. It become to like it's a place. It's and very special place. And the light it from and the outside to come to inside. And we make it like the local bar for light and reception bar for everyone is come to inside, and make it like it and the big window for the ventilation. In the daytime, we still the natural light from the outside to inside. But in the night time, the building it look like the lantern. This project is not only about the old building, but it's on this project we open it for the orphan to give and Thai performance. It like it's and the people it can give the opportunity to in this place also. Even it like it and the lady boy, they can is and perform with the traditional Thai dancing in here. During the fat area, in this village, we have the big problem because it look like that. And this grandma, they cannot live in the house. So it's and before the building it was built, they live it on the road. So it's and after the building it finished. This building is high, it's higher, it's a high level than it's in the grandma house. So this place it become to the dry land, and the grandma can live in this area. Life is so difficult. So it's an, the grandma it before the project is started. The grandma got the salary from the government. It's equal like and 3.5 the hamburger for every month. After the project is finished, her life is okay. It's better. So it's it look like that. This grandma, she never studied in the school. She don't know about how to write it. This is the picture is show like only the old lady. They want to learn again, and she write about thank you for everyone. And another project is the project is we work with not only the human, but in this project we work with the big animal. We call it an elephant world project. in northeastern of Thailand. The project is, and we start with the question, what role does the architecture play in the protecting the elephant and the Kui people, restoring the forest, and building a community economy? My architecture is related to the question is how the human nature and other living species will live together. The Elephant World Project, it wants to take it like the non-human centered approach. That it like to amplify the humanity by showing the empathy for the elephant. The project is situated in the old village. It's 400 years ago, and the elephant and the human can live together in this village. So it's the project is close to a national reserve forest, where it's the Kui people and the elephant, it can live together. In Thailand, the elephant are not our slave or forced labor. They are it and a family. In the project, we completed the elephant graveyard, elephant temple, elephant pool, and elephant pathway, and elephant house, and it's like it and lifestyle of the elephant and human live together. Over the time, we have the big problem. When it's the human is destroy the national reserve forest, they have no food. The elephant have no food. They have no water, so they have to go to a tourist city for beg the money. During the time, the elephant have to walk it on the road. So sometimes we have to accident. Some is sick, some is die. The project is want to make it something the new life is they set up by the local government to create the new home and living condition and restore the forest that was destroyed. I start with the idea is what is non-human centered. We draw is about we call like the elephant Vinci. That is we start with the picture for the project. I study about anatomy, the scale, the characteristics of the elephant, and the movement, and the step of the elephant that we compare with a human step, and elephant vision, and elephant smell ability. And we found that it's the elephant, they are like it's they look like it's the umbrella species. It's like the animal is who have to the big one, and they will make it like the ecosystem for the small and the forest in this ecology. And for the elephant graveyard, when the elephant die, we put the elephant in this place. The project, we comply the 3 facilities, big observation tower, the cultural courtyard, and the elephant museum. We start from the first building in this project by build a big observation tower. The tower is not about the landmark. We build a tower, it for like a place, it look like it and the part of the forest. The tower is start to connect the sky and the cloud. Normally, we make it like the high-rise building or an observation tower. We want to bring the people to upward and movement and to on the top it. But to me, I want to make it like every floor is important. So when the people climb to every floor, they they feel like the atmosphere is different, so it's, and the people they can slow down for the movement and spend the time to and use in this building. In this area, the temperature is about 40 to 45 Celsius degree, so it's very hot. So the building, if we make it, and the building is like a ventilation building. It even like it the wall, the structure, the staircase, and the floor. The can is ventilation. The wind is can blow. We open it and for and the people to come to the top. Because it, and this area is on the top of and the building. It's on, the tower is about 28 high, and the wind speed is about 25 to 30 kilometers per hour. So it's we can, I think we invite the visitor. You can use it like an apitong. It's like a seat. It's like we have the lift. It looks like a helicopter. So it's we throw the seat, and then the seat it grow up surround and this area. And in my idea, in the future, we cannot see the building, but we will see the forest come again. The building is a part of and the village of the elephant. Another building is, and we make it like the cultural courtyard. The cultural courtyard we make for like the recreation for the elephant, and the cultural event and religious ceremony. We study about and the house, the elephant and the human house. Because it's an elephant and a human, we live together in the same house. So we study about the character of the house. Normally we found that it's the house is very simple. The shape is like it's a gable roof. One thing that we found that is the elephant. The elephant house we have the single column. The human house have too many columns. So if we bring the column to study and the footing, this is under house. That is under, normally it's under the people live in the like a small room. But the elephant, they can live in under the roof, but it's surrounding. We make the space, it's like it's for a human space and the elephant space by using the mound. It's like a thick mound with for and look like the theater. Make it the roof and make it like the open air for the center. And make it like a small hole on the roof, let it the light, and let it and the tree can grow to in this small hole. When the light come and touch on the ground and look up the sky. This is and the place is for like it's under the theater. That is under people they can sit down. This is under hole that we decided like under various hole on the roof. The elephant it can walk it like under freedom. They can walk it around, and this building come in and out. And we make it like the boundary. It's like the red line. The red line is the boundary that we have no fence. But the boundary we make by the big stone. It's for like the protection between an elephant and the human. The scale of and the building, when we compare with the human, and the scale of and the roof, and the scale of the elephant. This architecture, it look hook, it look very big, but it's very humble to both species. I decided like that something is come from like the behavior of the elephant. It like it, and sometimes the elephant is itchy the body, so it's they class it the body with the column in the house. So it's for the new building in the cultural courtyard. I use the light and the concrete hammer texture. It's when the elephant itchy, they can class in the column also. How to make the architecture, but it want to preserve the nature. Elephant it want the water. In this village, we lack of the water. So that's why I want to dig the soil. When I dig the soil, I bring the soil to burn the theater, and then we got the water in the pond. Make it like it the pond and architecture in the one time. This is under the pond that is under it happened in this side. The elephant is happy to swim in the pond. And the third building, and that we make it for, and in this project, and we make it like the elephant museum. The museum is, and we want to like to empower the people of Surin to take it apply in the culture and the homeland. The idea is like it come from the house. We call like the Kui house. Kui is the people who take care the elephant. And the Kui house have no door. So it's I make it like the elephant museum have no door. And open to the elephant, can walk it. It look like an open air museum. When the elephant walk to inside, it's like a pathway of the elephant that come in the project, in the building. We make it like it. Normally when we make the museum, so we make the museum it like it, and the human it live in the room, and then the staff or is an object it in the room also. But it's to me, I want to and the elephant to the outside and look the human who live in the room. This is and like it's a place that is the human, it can see the elephant from the inside to the outside. I want it like, this is a life museum because it's one day I talked with this uncle. This uncle is his son was killed by his elephant. So it's I asked him, how do you feel? And what happened after it an elephant, your elephant it killed your son? He looked at me and he said that, do you want me to bring the elephant to the prison? He said that, no, he cannot do it, because my elephant is my family also. So I want to keep them. This is a life museum that I want and the people to listen from their mouth, not about the social multimedia or something like that. I make it like the museum because in this area, the side is like it and it's gentle slope. So we make it on the wall, it's like a gentle slope, and the people it can walk it like on a gentle slope on the wall. This is the new skyline of the village. When I make it the brick, I lay it the brick. The brick is not only about the material, but the brick it teaches me about how to use the repetition, produce the memory, to be and remember. In fact, I design only the 50%. and the rest is unfulfilled by the nature. My local spirituality is of the unskilled labor are the rawness, imperfection, mistake, and the surprising. My architecture is perform the three functions: preserve the culture, reviving the forest, and build the self-sustained community. The project has transformed for the forgotten village from the first day of the construction until the project was finalized. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the elephant that is go to the tourist city is want to come back home. So it's this project is bring it like the Kui people to put down the sickle and hold it like a selfie stick to broadcast their life to the world. Respect to each other is very important. In this project, I have learned that sometimes the animal can transform the city, bring hope and pride to the human. Humanity is not just about the human relationship. We address our humanity to our relationship with the other living creature on the planet. The respect and the contempt we show to what the animal reflect, the value of us as a human race. After the finish the project, we got to invite it from we call it Versailles Biennale in France. So it's the project it start to in 2022. In the project that I found something, because the elephant need a food a lot. They eat the food a lot. So it normally they eat like a napier grass with the banana or the sugar cane. So it's this one is I found something. This is the elephant dung. The elephant dung is everywhere, in the house, in the pathway, in the forest. It makes me to rethink about the overlooked object or our surrounding and find the potential possibility increase its value. I make in the mold, and then we make like the elephant dung by the handmade, one by one. This is the texture of an elephant dung that we make it for the Versailles. This is some is make it like the circular brick shape. And the elephant dung pavilion is like an elephant dung theater situated in front of the Versailles Palace. It's like in front of Louis XIV. This pavilion is produced in Thailand, and we ship to Versailles in France and set up for the installation by use two workers. When the project we talking about not only it's about installation, it's not about the brick, but it's about how to use, how to bring the animal, how to understand it's about the animal can live it. So we collaborated with the School of the Landscape in Versailles and find to what kind of the plant that the elephant that can eat when we compare in Thailand. And we plan the glass and make it like it and the theater in the landscape inside. We bring it our culture. It like we use it like and multicolor fabric that we tie in the tree. It means like and we don't cut this tree. We protect the environment. We bring it like and fabric multicolor. It become to the curtain. This is an open ceremony. And the elephant dung is not only for the architecture, but sometimes it makes and the human is the good health. To me, it's the elephant theater in the west side. It like it's stepping in the global south. I think it's like the local material and know-how and the culture from the Thailand to share the people in Flanders, especially it's the young people. At the same year, I got invited from the Royal Academy of Art in London for the summer exhibition. I make the installation, it's like the art installation. It's like made from the elephant dung bit again. But in London, it's different from the west side. Because in London, they want to make it elephant dung made by it and in the UK people. So it's they want me to send and everything like it's the mold, it's like it's the recipe of the ratio of the mixing of the material and to us in the UK. And they use the elephant dung from the Colchester Zoo in UK. So it's yes, I want to share this, my experience to the European people. The project was made by the young people. It's like it and the people from the high school or the university or the emerging professional architect. And we show the mold in the exhibition also. The elephant dung pig is different from the west side because the recipe is in UK they want to mix with hydraulic ram and mix with the elephant dung. So we found that the brick is lighter than in west side. And we stacking without the mortar. And the height is about 6 meters. And we make it like it's the final touch. That is when the artist finished the work. So it's before it's show that we use it like the gold leaf and touch on the dung. It means like the unvaluable material is complies with the value material. I think it's like in European region, we have to many people to like the interesting people, like and the thinker, philosopher, and the artist. They are very good. But it's my work, it want to reflect it. It's like the person who come from the area that is with it and very rich natural resource. The place where the people is kind, humble, and rely on the instinct to survive in the mindset of limitation. This is the new perspective for that I want to share for the European people. Another project that we make for like sustainability. The sustainability is about the air. We want to make it like it look like the pavilion. It's for the festival. It's like the first sustainability festival. We make the roof, but the roof not with it's not it's only like the roof like this, and we think about and how to make the architecture we can move it. So we make it a big roof and make it a view for the architect we can move it. When we move it, we make the space it for it like it, and the movement space by moving the architecture. We make it the roof for the ventilation because it and the roof it and in this area is very hot. When we make the roof, it like it, and the wind it can blow from the outside to inside. This is a stacking roof. We start it from the sketch, and the place to inside it like is a multi-purpose. For it like in the front of it, we make the stage, and then we have to make a seating. The people who live inside, the structure is made from like it and what is under sustainability. To me, I feel like it and sustainability it means like and we use a limited size of the material to cut and with and like and the limited size it for make it like it and the length of the steel. We don't want to make it like a waste material after finish the construction. And this is during it when it and the event is starting. At night, we make it light and the lighting. It for light up to the roof. The idea is, and normally we make it like the state. We interesting about the backdrop. To me, it's like the backdrop. It feel like the perspective. It's like the roof. The roof it become to the backdrop. When the people look up it like the roof. It become to the atmosphere to show to everyone to perceive it and the sound and the light. We make the wheel it for it and can move this structure. This is the detail of the structure. We use it like and the square the square steel. And this picture we want to show when we moved it, because it and the back of and the architecture. We have to like and the forest. So when we move forward that we have to more space it between it like the forest and the architecture. Another building it the same festival. We make it like and the building is made from the recycled wood. In this project, we found it and the tobacco. That is and the tobacco wood is and we use in a tobacco factory. When the tobacco factory is and they want to move out of the Bangkok, so they remain it a lot of and the wood in this factory. So we bring the wood to make it like and new architecture for the kitchen. The open kitchen, it means like in open it for everyone to come and open to the air, open to the light, come to inside. We design it like a big window and try to and set up by using the all wood. The wood is the same size and comprise become to the big or the small. And use the cable steel for the window. even like and the star, every structure we think about on how to use the recycled wood, it becomes to support the structure. Sometimes the architecture is about the structure. And the inside is made from all wood. The atmosphere of the wood, the smell of the wood, the people they can perceive it. At the night time, the people is come to and this place, eat and sleep. For the ground floor, it become to the market for the village people can buy and sell the good that is made by the local product. And the people in the morning. And another project is this is the house. This is my house. That only the one building that is situated in Bangkok. Normally, it's the project. It's my project. It's situated in the out of the Bangkok. Normally, it's situated in the middle of nowhere. So it's back of the house. It's the house that we spend at the time. It's about 7 years for build, because it's we build the house by don't use the money from the bank. So when we have the money, we build. When we don't have the money, we stop it. This is the back of the house that is, and we want to talking about. Is normally when we design the architecture, we interesting about the front. So it's how to make it like the facade of the front is too fascinating. So it, to me, it's in this side. The back of the house that is the garden is a garden of my neighbor. It's so beautiful. So I want to open the back of the house to look up at the garden of my neighbor. This is the overall of the picture with the bird's eye view. This is you will see like it's the back one is its garden. And the roofscape is so beautiful, but it is under small road. Look from the back. This is on the front, and this is on the back. The back of the house is, I want to talking about something not only about a private residence, but it's about how to create that about the urban housing, the urban planning, or the urban of the city. If you set back, in Thailand we have the big problem, because that when we make it like the building, everybody want to extend the building too close to the front. So it's to me, I want to set back it from the back, because if we every house is set back, we have the more space in the back, in the backyard. So it the city is it look good. At the third floor, and I decided like it the backyard it for our family, they can enjoy it like the outdoor. But the outdoor it look like the indoor. And we start it from the sketch, and then we use it like it the material. The material is yet we made from the brick, but the brick is different from the previous brick that I designed. The brick is I used it like the fly art brick. The fly art that we got and the fly art it come from the coal power plant station in Thailand. This is a waste material, but it's the coal power plant station, they produce it the waste material a lot. So it's I bring it and the fly art and to become to make it like the brick. And this is the plan. And we make it like the interior that easy. Everything is easy, make it light, and the counter is very lighter, and we can remove it like the drawer. We can remove it like everything that we want to change. And the space to inside, we bring the light from the backyard to in the room. And we have the 3 stories, but every story we can connect it together. And the one side is become to my library and combined with the staircase. And another side is we connected with the neighborhood garden. The wood mortar is like the Bluetooth mortar. I got the idea when I look up it and my previous friend in the old house. So it's when the worker is like the masonry, it's the brick. The wood brick is the mortar is wood to the neighborhood side. So I want to bring back to show it's about how to, and the back is important. It's so beautiful. So it's become to the back of the house from the outside to inside. Making a big window to open the air to come to in the house. The 3rd floor is my studio. It's the Bangkok project studio is very tiny. It's very small studio. So even as we set up the studio 2003, but we still we want to control the design, the quality, and the idea. Especially, we want to be ourselves. And another project is now it's construction in Belgium, and this is the Biennale that will open in 10 April this year, and the theme is the space of the possibility. And in Belgium, in this side, we have to light the 3 towers. We call it the bell tower. So that when the old city, they set up the city. The city is the start from the old bell tower. So it's the side, we want to make it a new side to design it like the tower. Normally it's a tower in the Belgium. It made from the brick, but inside they make from the wood. This is the bell, and we have the pianist to play, and the sound it come from the bell. The idea that it become to a new tower, it made from the wood. Bring the wood from the inside, it become to the outside, and open and invite the visitor to come to the balcony. And now they start the construction. And the last project is we make it like not only the building, but we try to bring the elephant dung brick, it become to the furniture also. The idea is we want to make it like the brick that is very heavy material, it become to the outdoor furniture. The idea is like built by non-human. Interesting about something that I found during I visited the site. The footprint of the elephant. The foot of the elephant, it makes it the texture of the land. But the foot is very soft for the elephant also. Some is the elephant is injury. When they injury about the foot, so it means like the human have to take care a lot. And we build the down, it become to the brick that make it a color, natural color, to make it like and different from the previous brick. Make it like a triangle and the footprint it on and the stool. Finally, it's I think it it's my work is related about the learning to be human and creating the space for cohabitation between the plant, animal, and the human, preserving the culture and the history, or the stimulating community economy. This could be archived through the architecture that link the four aspects together. From the first question that I asked, who I am, is now I can answer to my question. Yes, I am the human. Thank you so much.
We might need to use this. Yes. So I would like to open the floor for questions, comments. I think it was a really interesting and a special lecture. So I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions. I do, for sure. So we typically allow students to do the first round of questions, but
I noticed in several projects that you use the triangle, like the elephant chair and the house for women, as kind of a form for people to be lost in. I was going to ask if you could talk more about that. Why the triangle?
It's for the women restaurant. You can the triangle shape for the women restaurant. It's to me. It challenged me. It challenged me because normally we design. The architect is designed to like the square or rectangular. It's very easy to set up the plan. But to me that is the challenge me to the triangle. The triangle is we feel like it when the people come to the angle, it look like it's the hidden place. It's like when you go to angle, you have to like two sides that you have to a choice to select it, left or right. So this is a triangle. When we make it a triangle to like it what do you like the complexity. The triangle is from the outside it make it like surprising, but the inside is the triangle. It make the feeling it's like this is the space. We are the architect. We always talking about the space. We try to find the space. But to me, I feel like what kind of the space. The space is not only about the square, but the space it come from the enclosure also. This is an evidence that is why I make it like the triangle. And for another one that is in the furniture is a triangle also. It's a triangle shape. It's like it come from like Yeah. We make it like it and the brick. When the brick we show the thickness side. When the thickness side, if we make the square side, we have to we saw like the one side. It like it's and the brick, the big facing brick. So if we make it a triangle, when we cut it, we will show like the thickness, the different side of the thickness because of we cutting. This is and one of and we found from the triangle. It's like it and the very special shape of the triangle, but it combined with and construction technique because it and my work we start from and the material and the construction. So it's and we have to understand it's about the material and the construction. That I said that is and to me is and I don't have the philosophy. I don't have the theory when I worked. I have the only one in my head. This is the attitude for the work.
As an architect, mostly we are taught to design with keeping in mind the human scale. So what inspired you to take elephant and like use that as an inspiring piece?
I think the human and the elephant is the same. It's like the scale, it's the same. But when we study in the university, we usually thinking about the human because we have the book for and like the human dimension, the human scale, time server standard, and because the human is close to our because it's like and you can find the human easy. It's easy to understand. But it's to me it's the same thing because it and when we design for an animal, it's like the elephant. It's just the same way. The important thing is to me, I use something like the make sense. If it makes sense, I do. The scale is and if you see like it and the project is and the tree project, especially it's on the cultural courtyard. The courtyard is in fact they have no scale, not for the human, not for the elephant. That is make it everyone is equal. Because of the building have no scale. It's very big.
So your designs are very beautiful, and when you are approaching a new design and you're trying to make the decisions on the form, I believe it was the women's kitchen with the glass actually fitting inside the woodworkings, and you said craftsmanship of that. And so when you're deciding, making these decisions, are you doing hand-drawn kind of mock-ups or physical mock-ups, or do you use like clay or different mediums to kind of make these decisions for you?
Thank you. And when I start with the project, I start to think about how it's not about the architectural thinking, but think about like use it like the common sense. Why? Because it when I make it like for the elephant, my idea is I don't create that for the new thing, but I transform the thing that occur in the previous. It's like a house. I use it like the material. It looks like the brick. Because in this area there are a lot of other soil that we bring the soil to make the brick. But in our country, we have many problems. The one problem is about the political. It's like it's under, it's like it's under the political form. We selected the contractor. So it's I cannot talk too much. Otherwise, I cannot go back to my country. But I have to say that I make the brick because I want to return the money that come from the tax of the people in that area to them. Making the brick, it means make it like a labor cost. The labor cost, it return to, it's almost it's like 90%. It return to the village people because it's built by the village people. So my brick is not about the sustainability or something like that. It's talking about how to solve the problem and how to return the money. That's why I use the brick. So it's to make the repetition. When I start the project, I think about how to teach the worker who are not the craftsmen. They look like it's the common people, have no knowledge for the construction. But it's I think one thing that I practiced when I was young, this is repetition. And I believe that the first brick that we lay, that is under labor is it made it not good. But I believe that is under 400,000 brick is better. So it's this one is not about the form, not about the architecture, but it's about how to teach the people from the unknown people, it become to knowledge people. It's like, the idea is like, people are learning. And we always, like the architect, we always relearning again. Yeah.
I just wanted to make a comment. Early in your lecture, you said that designing with empathy makes us more human. That was something you said, and I think it's important. It's less of a question and more than a statement, and maybe you can elaborate on it, that empathy as an act of design is powerful, and that's what seems to be a theme through everything you showed here today. And I'm not sure we talk about it enough. as architects. So thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much just for sharing what it is you're doing. The work you're doing in terms of utilizing resources that are very uncommon is an absolute incredible gift to share with all of us. One of the questions that strikes me is you're obviously a very brave man in terms of design choices. How do you get to the place where you're comfortable bringing these projects to fruition that are totally outside of the box? I mean, how do you reconcile in that in your mind, and how do you sell that to others?
Thank you. And the first question is about and how to like think out of the box. So to me, is I feel like I have to, when I studied in the university, and after that I graduated, I try to follow my professor teach me a lot. But I found that that is not my way. And I found that if I want to be myself, I have to forget everything that I have learned. So sorry for this, for the professor. So sorry for the student. That is, and this is from my heart. That is, I talk because if I believe it in the theory, that I said that I don't have the theory. So if I believe in the theory, because it's like that. Many people that ask me about when Boonserm, you talking about something. It's like the work that is the architect has been said. I said that I don't know it. I come from the technician school. I know it about how to build the rail. And so it's the forget something or the everything that we have learned and help us to be to be ourselves. Okay. For the project, the second question is in fact, I don't convince the client. I work it like I to be myself. So if you understand about the work, you give me a job. I do. If you curious about my work, you don't trust me. I don't do because I have to only the 3 staff and me 4 and Paula is 5 people, very small. When we work with a small firm, we think about the quality. When we work, we call it the life of the architect, that we have to spend a long time. One project is 4 years, 5 years. One project is 10 years. The film school is almost 10 years. So then we have to, if and the project, we cannot talk with the client with the open mind. I denied it. I don't think that I just say only denied it, the project, sold it, and I cannot do that. I think you should find the other architect can do for you, you know, like it. And so that's why it, and I trusted my work, and my work is always my work. Yeah. Thank you.
So yeah, I am really interested in the fact that you mentioned, and I would like to kind of develop that a little bit more, the fact that to think about a post-humanist future, or to think about an architecture that is not for humans, you need to go away to, you also seem to propose almost like a post-urban architecture that is beyond the city, that is outside the city. Do you imagine these kinds of projects happening actually in dense environments like Bangkok and so on? And if you're thinking about having projects, how different would they be from these projects that are always happening, like you said, in the middle of nowhere, in rural environments and so on, right?
And just I live in the Bangkok, it's the capital of the Thailand, and the work is, and that is, and it's my idea. And the first idea that I want to developing it, and because it's the Bangkok is the Finnish city, it's to me. They don't want the architect look like me. But the local people, it need me. Because it's my architecture, I hope that with my architecture, it will build a community and make it the people it well-being, warm being. So it is, and if I make it the architecture in the Bangkok, it look like it's my house. So it's, and how it, this is, and I still it's in Boonserm, right? I make it like it, my work is like it's rawness. Even it's like that in the Bangkok, it's a rawness. Because I want to show about, and not about only and civilized city, but it's about the nature. It's the nature of the human. It's like it's an rawness. It's the rawness. It's like and the mistake of the human, like the human error. So I think it's, and my work is when we set up in the Bangkok, we will try to bring the nature. We learn from the local, because with the local people, it teach me a lot that using a limited material, using unlimited resources, and bring the natural to come to in the building. Use it like and the common sense. So if I design in the big city, it's like in USA also. I will still believe that it lighted something youth and the common sense that we learn from the local. And the local is very important. That's why I said that local is the future. Thank you.
Much in the name of everyone. I think this lecture was so special. It was really a treat, and I'm sure it's going to be like an amazing memory for everyone that was in this room. So thank you so much, and good luck with all the future. We're going to be looking at all those amazing projects you're going to be doing in the next year. Thank you so much. Thank you.